Welcome to Coombe & Curry Trading Cards podcast, where collecting meets the game.
Cool, we're in. Fourth episode. Podcast vendors are back with another special guest, Mr. Simon Lemcke.
Good morning to the UK and good evening to Mr. Coombe.
Thank you. Yeah, good to have you on.
Welcome.
Can I confirm that this is your podcast debut on any platform, any subject?
Yeah, first one.
Yes, welcome. This for me is a much anticipated show having you on, because as we're aware, you could say you are, for me, the creator of the love of NFL.
I think it was your stag do we were on. We were at the airport, and we were looking at I think a YouTube clip. It was the one of Odell Beckham.
The one
catch. And I was showing you that, and then Martin sort of chipped in and said he was a Green Bay fan, and I think that was the start of it. It was that moment when you were actually, I could get into this.
Yeah, I think for me as well, it's I've said this before, but it's the actually giving it time as well, because I think in the past I can't ever put my finger on what actually that's actually a good point what you made there, but you know where that point was where I decided to watch it and actually just think, well, I'm going to sit down, watch a whole game, and then you do it and you're like, okay, and then you start getting the chat going, and that was it.
We used to text watching the game on a Sunday night on Sky, and different plays, and he was like, "Did you see that?" And you were then sort of engaged in it every week. It was a bit of a sort of Sunday evening text catch up.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and as we were saying in the green room, you could say that any potential trouble I get into with these cards is your fault in a way. So, but
something.
But before we get into why you're on the show and that, Lemmers, we've got a little apology to make to the millions of listeners. We had
sincere apology.
Yeah, definitely. We had I think this is to be expected on a new podcast, though. We're not only are we learning the sports card world, but the technology, as I say, behind the podcast. Last week let us down with Dom's mic. I think towards the end it seemed to improve, and
has he ditched his Nokia now?
I think that's part of the investigation, isn't it? What device is he using?
Ongoing investigation. Internal investigation is ongoing.
We've got the IT department on it. But I mean, just for the listeners, I mean, the gist of what he was saying was, what a cool guy I am, what an inspiration, handsome, just that sort of thing, really.
That the Seahawks suck. What?
Yeah. No, it's a shame actually, because Dom had some really cool, had quite a cool story really, and he was kind of the epitome of why we started this, because he listened and saw some of the stuff on Instagram, and then, like with a lot of people, I think people maybe are waiting for other people to say they collect cards, and then all the stories have come out, and like yourself, Lemmers, with we'll talk about with the Star Wars cards, we're pulling out some of the what's the word? The closet card collectors.
The dregs.
Yeah. But yeah, no apologies. Learning curve for us. It was a shame because the show was actually a really good show. But no problems here today.
No, we move. We move on and look forward to today's episode with special guest Lemmers.
Yep. So I think we'll start with a quick update on the Insta followers. We are now at 951.
Road to 1,000.
Road to 1,000. Yeah. It's just I can't get my head around it really that we've not even been going that long. You know, 4th episode of the podcast, and there's so much interest in joining us and having a chat and stuff like that. And it's been really cool so far with getting Huggins on and Dom and now Lemmers. So, yeah, really pleased that everyone's got an interest and everyone wants to come on, so that's good.
Yeah,
how are we doing on the TikTok?
359 at the moment. I've still got loads to upload just from like tins and stuff. I just done the Chrome box set upload, which got some good reactions because obviously you buy a box of Chrome, you think I'm in here. There's going to be some really good cards in here, and obviously I got a bit let down. I think I got an Alphonso Davies to 299 or 250.
Not the Alphonso Davies.
I know, out of all the players. No, but yeah, it's good. And then obviously I've started uploading some of the clips of each YouTube episode, which is nice to have a bit of variation to see how the YouTube's going. And we've got a link of the YouTube on the TikTok as well. So hopefully that'll bring in some more listeners and some more watchers and networking and whatnot. But
yeah, we've not really put the YouTube too much, but actually some good stuff on there now. I think we've got quite a few videos.
Yeah, TikTok will allow me to put the YouTube video in the bio, but it won't allow me to put the Instagram one. So that is another technical issue that I'll pass on to the IT department.
The same department investigating Dom's mic.
Yeah, the team of two.
Before we're back on that. I reckon then let's go in hard. Let's go in with introducing Lem, why he's on, who he is, and what the story is. And if I may, I'll start on this one. So as we said at the start, for me personally, like me and Mart, we've known Lem for years. Really good friend of ours. But in terms of card collecting, in terms of NFL, for me, Lemmy, you got me into it, 100%. And we've had some good times. We went to watch a Super Bowl, didn't we, in that bar in London? Yeah. That was fantastic. That was quality. Yeah, definitely. And then I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's where we possibly formulated the idea to have our annual, possibly every other year trip to America, which we've done 2 trips now.
Yeah, I mean, I said to you I would love to do all 30 stadiums across the States while I'm still able to. And I've clocked up 5.
That's impressive, to be fair. Yeah.
We've done Seattle and New York.
Yeah.
And I've done Vegas, Miami, and San Francisco. And we've had a year off this year for different reasons, mainly because you spunked all your money on cards.
That's it, yeah. Although I've put it on Emma's radar. Emma's aware now, so the groundwork's been laid for next year.
You assure me you've got a separate account for the America trip. And the plan we talked about to make up for this year is to have a 2-tier trip. So we're going to do 2 stadiums in one trip. Yeah,
that's it. Emma, if you're listening, I'll explain later.
under the business account, yeah?
Exactly, yeah.
So some of them, I mean, I think it's Minnesota and Green Bay. I think they're only about an hour and a half apart. So it would make sense to try and do a Thursday night game or a Sunday and a Monday. We just need to book ahead. So that's the plan. We'd love to try and get every stadium done. Yeah.
I think for me as well, jokes aside, I definitely need to stop buying cards so I can afford that trip. But it's funny because even talking about it now, I think I referenced this on another podcast when maybe the first one, we're talking about sort of how I got into it. But when we were in Seattle, I think I said to you early on about I wanted to go to a card shop. And I still can't work out where that came from. And I found that, obviously, that little shop in Pike Market.
You got there the day before me, and you went to that shop. And then when you met me, you said you've got to come to. We were going to go to Pike Place anyway because it's one of the sort of things you should do in Seattle. And you sort of identified a shop.
Yeah.
And then we went back, and I was looking at some posters and stuff, and then that was when you purchased your first card.
Yeah, but it's weird because I knew,
wasn't it? That was the idea.
Yeah, but I can't remember, and I think I said this on the podcast. Because that was already sown in my head, and I really can't say where that initial interest came from. But the reason I think I wanted to buy the card was because it's Seahawks. It was a dream trip. I mean, like the New York trip, we seem to get it right. Lemcke Tours seems to always get hit the nail on the head with the tour, and it was such a it was such a good trip that I wanted that as the buying a Seahawks card, and I think I joked on the podcast that I didn't have a clue what I was doing, didn't negotiate, probably overpaid. I say probably, I definitely overpaid. But that kind of adds to the story. But I don't know what triggered it, and for me, it stayed in my drawer for bloody months. Oh well, a couple of months after, and it was only when I decided to look at it again, I thought, I wonder if I can get any Jackson Smith and Jigba cards, not knowing, and then that was it. That was, and I remember telling Emma that day, and I saw that look in her face, going, "Oh, here we go again." But yeah, that's that. I mean, obviously, firstly, getting into the NFL was absolutely huge for me. But yeah, that was
the trip in because we've been to New York, we've been to the Giants, see the Giants twice.
Yeah,
if you remember, we went for Billy's 60th.
Yeah, the Giants, wasn't
it? Yeah. And there was nothing better than going into a bar and having a few Bud Lights, watching the Sunday game, having been to one already in the afternoon.
Yeah, that was great.
It's a cool thing to do in the States.
Yeah, and then obviously the Giants. It was against Lions, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the game. Great seats, that wasn't it?
Right at the back.
Yeah, that was and that's where I think the continuation or the agreement for the for future trips was made. The contract was signed over a few Bud Lights. Yeah, so I think we spoke, didn't we, Lemmers, about you coming on, and obviously we wanted to chat about where it started and the introductions and that. But you said something to me which is interesting, and when we did the podcast, we said we want to speak to people who collect different things, different types of cards. So you've got an interesting collection.
Well,
talk us through it.
These are the Star Wars cards, the original Star Wars cards that came out in '77 when the film was released. Yeah. There was two sets. There was red. Sorry, that's blue even. And there's red. And they used to come in a pack, and it used to have a bubblegum strip in the cards. I think it was 3 or 4 in a pack. And it was the usual thing. H-Day touched on it, where you go to school and you're going through, got it, that one.
Yeah, got need.
It was exactly the same with football stickers. Obviously, I had a few years on you boys, and I did the, I think my first one was 78.
Yeah.
78, and HJ mentioned, I think it was even cheaper then. I think to fill in your gaps was 25p a sticker.
Oh, that's mad, yeah.
Send a check and a stamps dressed envelope. And they'd fill in the gaps that you were to enable you to finish it. And I did that for quite a few years.
Have you still got any of those albums?
No.
That's a shame, yeah.
I know Mart mentioned he's got a treasure chest, easy to say, in the garage of stuff that you haven't even looked at.
Yeah, you'll be glad to hear that I dove into the garage yesterday for a swift half an hour, which turned into about an hour. But I'll touch on what I found in there later on, because I'm just touching the sides at the moment. I'm touching the sides.
Show us these cards, lovers. I can't. I'm really impressed that you've kept them from so long, and they look in good condition.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Nice.
And on the back, it gives you some history of that particular scene, C-3PO, and also if you put them all together, it also makes a jigsaw puzzle on the back.
Oh, does it?
So it's multitasking cards.
Yeah, nice.
And I don't really collect or hoard stuff anymore. I just get rid of it. But bizarrely, these have lasted the journey.
Yeah, that's really cool though, isn't it? Like I think like we were saying, Mark, that as we've been going on, people have come out and said, "Oh, like I've collected, various different cards of various different things," and it's a pretty cool thing, because I think for me personally, I've collected some weird things. I think when I was a kid, I used to collect postcards.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, a bit of a strange one. don't have them anymore. But then I went through a phase, as I'm sure you both know about, of collecting coins and
yeah,
me too.
silver coins. And, you did actually, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a look through them the other day actually. Some belters in there. But yeah, postcards. Was there any sort of theme?
I don't know. I was a kid. I don't know.
Just a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just early indications. I don't even know if I've still got them, but I know that when I come back in November, I'm going to sell any coins I've got for card money.
Wow, laundering.
Yeah.
Retain its value the most.
Say again.
What's going to retain its value the most, the coins or the cards?
That's a show in itself.
Part 2 coming soon.
I know. I don't know if I'm qualified to answer that. I don't know. I think that's a good question though, because we said before I've been listening to a few other podcasts and that this week, mainly American ones, and there's one about, I think they're generally card investors. So it's interesting to see why people collect cards, and we were trying to work out where we sit on that spectrum of like, you buy or collect cards you want, or are you trying to make money? And I think there's a bit of both for me. So like, obviously I've gone into breaks, picked other teams because you want some valuable cards to trade to get the cards you want. And actually, no, I think there's just an A there, to be fair. I've not actually gone down the road of thinking I'll make money out of it. It's mainly to get more expensive cards. But
at what point do you complete a collection?
Well, yeah, I think people do different things. So like, I've met people over here who want to collect like full base sets and stuff like that. But for me, it's not. It's like specific cards. So I collect specific players, mainly Jackson Smith and Jigba. I've got a ton of his, but it's not about completing a set. It's just getting a range of cards. But I think that's the fun thing, because like this podcast, people do enjoy. It's like the stocks and shares, isn't it? So when you go back to that question about the coins versus the cards, at this stage of my collecting, personally, it's not about. It's not. Is it? I don't know. Is it? I was going to say it's not about the value, but obviously you want rare, valuable cards in your collection. But I don't know what the end. What I'm trying to say, really, I don't know what the end result of it is. You just want a good collection, but generally the answer is on what the players do. If you're buying in specifically to make money, you want that player to do well. So if you get in early, or you get some nice patches, nice autos, low numbered stuff, and then they go on and win the Super.
Do tend to change teams quite regularly, don't they? So therefore, the squad is forever evolving.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But I think in the card world, it's the quarterbacks are your, like anything else, they're the ones that are going to make you a lot of money. Then possibly wide receivers and stuff like that. But again, I think it's all centered around how they do, as to whether they retain their value. But there's probably a sensible move would be buying cards of players that are in the Hall of Fame or have won Super Bowls and stuff like that, because that's kind of done and dusted, or that's the way I see it. So there's a bit of both. But I guess it depends what drives your reason for collecting. And at the minute, I've never felt compelled, anything I've collected, Bitcoins, to start a podcast, start an Instagram and stuff like that. So I think for me, this is long term. So selling the coins, for example, is really just to fuel what I'm doing now, irrespective of what's actually going to make me more money. And people have asked me already, because we're doing the podcast, what's the end game, or what are you trying to achieve? And I think me and Mart agree, there isn't really one at the minute, is there? It's just chatting away. It's nice to have people we know, people we've met on, have this chat, and then see what happens.
Are you selling stuff?
Yeah, but not again, only to facilitate getting cards that I want. So you've got groups over here. And in New Zealand, I've said this previously, you've got a community that when you're talking to people feels huge, but actually it's tiny. It's not, everything. Generally, if you're in America, you can make a business out of it. But I think over here it's really tricky. So I do trade, but only to like facilitate getting what I want.
eBay.
No, well, no, because there isn't actually an eBay New Zealand. So if we do it, I think I'm sure there'll be people that tell me I'm not quite right here, but I think it sets like America as your default country. So you'd have to put like domestic, and why would anyone in America pay the shipping from New Zealand, because they've got everything they need there. So that side of it's quite tricky. But yeah, like for me, it's just getting the cards I want at the minute. And in terms of Koeman Curry cards, sports cards, get it right. I don't know what the end game is yet. I just think we want to get talking. We need to learn as well, because it's quite complex, isn't it? All the different cards and stuff like that. And I kind of are really intrigued as to how people collect, why they collect, and listening to, because I think you get it in any field, don't you? I've heard people criticise the people that are trying to make money, and they'll say, well, why don't you go and invest your money somewhere else? And there's possibly a little bit of snobbery with old school collectors. But I think so far I sit somewhere in the middle. I'm only interested in making money to feed getting more cards rather than to make a business out of it. I think we're just going to enjoy getting people on, chatting, as long as people want to listen to us drivel on, and go from there.
That's it. Enjoying the sort of journey of it all, and the nostalgia, and bringing up old memories and talking to people about their collections that I never knew that Lemmers had an original Star Wars collection. That's unbelievable.
Incredible, yeah.
Speaking to Dom and hearing about his brand new addiction to it. It's just, it's fascinating. And I feel like I'm learning so much about it. And I think I'm only, I'm still, like, I haven't learned much, but it feels like a lot. Do you know what I mean? There still feels like so much more to learn about, where, I'm just currently enjoying trying to finish my Match Attacks collection of last season.
Yeah. As
I'll get onto later on in this pod, I'll talk about, I've found a journey into what I want to collect.
You've got a strategy though, haven't you? And you're quite patient, and whereas I'm just gung ho. It was like a race to get an established collection.
I guess I am quite patient, but obviously, like I said before, I'm sort of running out of time. The new season starts next month, and I think I looked up like Match Attacks collections start around the same time the season starts. But then
nice.
now my eyes wandering to the Panini collection now.
Yeah, you seen those cards I put on the Insta yesterday. Yeah. Dom put a comment, didn't he? He's like, I've got to get myself one of those. Yeah. But that's like that select over here, like for NFL, and that is quite huge. Like, people love it. So but the cards are so nice.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, Panini was always they made the stickers. So I remember growing up and I was always collecting stickers, and it was always Panini. And then obviously getting them World Cup '94 cards out, and they were Upper Deck.
Upper Deck. Yeah.
I found there's a guy on eBay selling like sealed packs of the Upper Deck World Cup '94 cards. So I might. What's that?
What's he selling them for? Like, as in price?
Like £6 a pack.
Oh, was it? Okay. Oh, that's not too bad.
I think there's like, I don't know, six cards in it or something like that. So
yeah,
sealed. And obviously, I remember showing you them, and they had like a refractor, like Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
Hologram was really cool. So I might indulge. But yeah, it's just.
Do you think? Mine's wondering a bit. Do you think somewhere down the road, or like when, like generations before, they find out something that they were getting companies are getting employees to do might have made the meal or something? Do you think that we'll get sued for starting all these people like Dom starting his addiction?
Got to be announced after
Curry, yeah. Were you a victim of Koeman Curry cards? Call this number.
Lawsuits coming out of our ears.
I know, yeah. It's just like, even going Len, we'll talk about this something else as well with you, but like it's it's amazing, just listening to all these different stories, and like people that have contacted me have said, "Oh, I collect this," and would I be able to come on and talk about it? And I'm like, yeah, definitely, yeah, because it's driven by sports cards. I want to talk sport cards, but I want to listen to what everyone's collecting because it's interesting. Which I think word of our podcast has been a nice segue into what I believe might be behind you, Lemmy. Your tickets.
So, for people that don't know, sadly, I'm an estate agent, and it's like I'm an alcoholic, isn't
it? Yeah.
My name's Simon.
A bloody good one.
And I went to value a flat back in the 80s, and I remember it clearly. It was in Highcroft Villas in Brighton, ground floor flat, and the guy had a frame with all his concert tickets in, and it just lodged because I always keep my tickets right back to my first gig, which was in 82, and I kept all of them just in a shoebox or something. When I saw them in a frame, it then drove me to come up with a bigger version, which is here. And I've stopped doing it now. I've still got the tickets, but nowadays for concerts, you don't get tickets. It's all on your phone.
All on the phone, isn't it? Yeah.
So that was the first one I ever did that dates back to my first gig that was Haircut 100 in 1982. Yeah. And I touched on this earlier. There is some crackers here. Queen at Wembley.
Nice.
The famous Magic Tour, the last ever show they did at Nebworth, which was actually on my 18th birthday, my actual birthday, Queen at Nebworth. So there's a couple of dodgy ones. Gary Glitter's Gang Show.
Oh, no.
Come out.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. That'll be another statement released next week, won't it?
There's about 10 of these. And in a previous property, I had them all up because I had a wall big enough to take them. But it's always a talking point when people come round, and so that was that's a thing that I still collect. I always held on to my tickets.
Yeah, they'll become like relics soon, like you said, because everything's like QR codes.
Yeah.
So to have something like that, you think maybe in another generation's time, when they've never experienced the ticket. And it's all QR codes. They'll be like, "Well, what on earth are they?" Yeah. But I think you started because I think HJ did a similar thing. I think his were in binders, possibly. I think you might have some on the wall. But I had a few frames as well. And I think what I found fascinating about it, just like you were saying there, is that you can look at a ticket and remember who you were with.
Yeah.
You remember the event,
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And that links into nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and how quickly those memories come. That you're linked to what happened.
I can pretty much look at every ticket and remember that show.
Yeah, and you've been to a hell of a lot of gigs as well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's over 1,000 now.
Yeah,
unbelievable things.
I know that is.
I've got all my gig tickets in a small box, and it's packed. And I've obviously seen yours now, Lemmers. I think I've seen it before, and I've seen Huggins have it. I've seen you have it. And there's just a point in time where I'm like, I will get round to doing that, and I will get a frame out and do it. And I think, obviously, me and Lemmers going to see Oasis on the 30th of July, and I bought a souvenir ticket. It was like £3. Only gave me to buy one, I think. I don't know what that's going to be like. Be like a laminate or something. But I guess tickets are just a thing of the past, aren't they? Like everything's so phone based.
I don't remember Michael Jackson was due to play 50 shows at the O2. He was booked into shows, and I had a ticket, and it was a hologram ticket. And like an idiot, when he cancelled, if you wanted to get your money back, you had to send your ticket. So I wanted to and they weren't cheap. But that hologram ticket now is probably worth more than the actual ticket was.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a little bit like with sports cards. They were, like when people again, it's a weird thing to say considering I'm saying I'm collecting for myself, but on the basis that you want a valuable collection as well, I don't know the answer as to why, but I'm kind of putting a lot of my eggs in the Jackson Smith and Jigba basket. As in, I've spent a lot of money on his cards. If he goes on to win the Super Bowl with Seahawks,
let's hope he hasn't got a shady past.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, but that's the gamble as well, isn't it? But it's similar, like with the Michael Jackson thing. Like you said, if you still had the ticket now, you'd be laughing.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't part with that anyway, would you? Because you've also got a lot of memorabilia anyway. So there's that aspect of it. But it's all kind of linked in, I think, isn't it? Like how you do it. But yeah, the tickets. I think definitely the next generation of kids won't have a clue.
Like Oasis tickets, apart from your souvenir one, are on your phone.
Yeah.
Code, isn't it?
Your this might be a ridiculous question, but your souvenir ticket, I assume you don't get in with that. You haven't chose that as an option.
No, I've got all the tickets on my phone. They're all QR coded.
Yeah. It is literally just the souvenirs. It wasn't like an option to have the ticket to get in with.
No, I actually forgot that I ordered it. Obviously, in the rush of feels like a blur now. Actually, trying to buy those tickets. I remember standing out at the back door, being left alone, stressing out about these tickets, and then obviously managed to get them, and I obviously bought a souvenir ticket just at the end when it offers you like insurance and all that. So I actually don't know when I'm going to get it. I don't know if it gets delivered beforehand or after or what, but I'll keep you posted.
Let me. Do you remember? Something just popped into my mind talking of QR codes. Do you remember that absolute result we had at Hyde Park for the Pearl Jam? Because it got it got postponed because of COVID, and then you still had the original tickets. And we went to I think we were in the Hard Rock before, weren't we, with Ben Huggins? Yeah. And you're like, well, they're still on here. And then I don't know if it was me or Huggins, or I don't know who it was, but someone said about looking at the date, and the date had refreshed as well. We'd opted at the time to get a refund, didn't we? So we definitely got a refund, but the tickets never left. So when we decided to go again, we purchased normal tickets because I think originally we'd gone Gold Circle.
That's it.
But then we went with normal admission, but they were still on your. So we're we're in London, we're going to the gig, we're in Hard Rock, and you're like, well, I've still got these tickets on the phone. So we were like, well, let's just try. So we've queued up, and we've only gone and got in, haven't we? Got Gold Circle.
I had something similar. I went to see the Eagles, and the tickets on the phone, I think we had Gold Circle.
Yeah.
And we couldn't. It wasn't, and I was getting, as you imagine, a little bit impatient. We had to go to someone, a manager, and she fiddled around, and we managed to get it. And the security guy, had already seen us, and I just walked up to him, and he said, "It's all sorted." And this woman waved, gave him the thumbs up.
Yeah.
And he said, "Which package have you got?" And I went, "Diamond." He went, "Okay." Got a diamond, the wristband for Diamond. So we were literally sat next to Don Henley. And it was that close. It was, and that was just winging it.
Yeah. Hyde Park, American Express, whoever, we're just joking. It's all made up. Never happened. Do not want another lawsuit. It's like that guy. You see that guy who got into was it something at Wembley or something? He said, I see it in the paper where he snuck in or something. And
this was in Heaton Park, I think.
Or was it?
Yeah. Didn't he say picking up litter or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
And straight through.
Magic of a high vis.
Yeah.
I saw a few videos of that Principality Stadium in Wales, because obviously the stadium's on the river, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
And there was like a group of lads that went in from the riverside underneath that the stand and got into the backstage areas and managed to get into the stadium.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's quite a few of them. Yeah, and obviously Heaton Park's that's it. If you're having a park, you got to be so well, security levels have got to be so high. There's no way that they can see everything all around the park. So, a couple of freebies there, I reckon.
I reckon they should have congratulated the guy, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's their fault, isn't it? Ultimately, if they've got someone in, take him to court.
Petition to get a souvenir ticket.
There you go. Give him a souvenir ticket and settle out of court. We'll take it, yeah. Shall we move on to mail day updates?
Yeah, sure.
Lemmy?
Oh, yeah,
a couple of bills.
I got to renew my car tax this week.
So
I phoned up to renew my car tax for the year, and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
And then digital voice says you need to check your MOT. So I checked the MOT, and the MOT ran out in January.
Oh, no.
So it's been an expensive week. So MOT and tax. So
nice.
There you go. Pop that.
Nice. Thanks for starting us off there, MC.
Yeah, I had a really good mail there actually. So, like I said, I've now probably got all of the packs that I can find, or that I've seen advertised for Match Tax last season. So I got three packs, which are, one was new signings, one was star ballers, and one was a Match Attacks extra update pack. So I've got 2 folders here. This is my Match Attacks main one.
Oh, it is.
And the pool that I got from the star ballers is that Lamine Yamal one.
Oh yeah, nice.
That was probably the cream of that's the cream of the crop. They're really nice cards, like all of the packs. You've got like snowballers, star ballers, Queens of Europe, new signings, and Screen Team. So there's five like limited edition. I guess if you buy the packs, you get these cards. You can't get them in any other packs.
Did you order them or collect them from Doris at Morrison's?
No, I was in my. I'll get onto Morrison's in a minute. It's a different conversation altogether.
Oh, you're not.
These were all eBay. I can't find them anywhere. So these are so like you won't find them in shops anymore because they've taken down like the stands. I think I got one of them in Sainsbury's, but they were all bought on eBay.
Yep.
So 2 of the packs were actually imported from Deutschland, otherwise known as Germany.
Hello to our German followers, listeners.
Danke to that eBay shop.
Guten Tag.
Yeah. And so them came from. They both were delivered on the same day. And yeah, the other good one I got was this Lenny Yoro auto. Now I know there was only like 3 that you could get of these.
Yeah.
So like just an auto, really nice card. I mean, he's a decent prospect, but that was a really good one. And then I also got.
He's a funny looking fella, isn't he?
He is a funny looking fella. Just to show you, I know you asked a question about that, but there's a Black Edge Ronaldo.
Oh, nice, yeah.
A Real Madrid one. Legend.
Yeah, that's nice. That is a nice card.
So,
the only Ronaldo.
Yeah, that was some good pulls from them packs. Update on the garage situation. So I think I touched on this before about the setup. So I've got this little desk in there set up. I found a Subutio cloth, which needs steaming or ironing, and that will then be put on said desk. And I'm going to set up with like old memorabilia and stuff, and that's where I'll break the packs going forward. So that's where I'm at. It was a really good mail day in terms of that, because they all came on the same day. I've then delved into eBay, and I've opened up a journey on what I want to do, what I want to buy. So I've already made 2 purchases. So the subject matter is none other than Steven Gerrard, my favourite Liverpool player of all time.
Probably all in agreement there.
Yeah, so I stumbled across. I didn't stumble across it. I was looking at the Gary Neville sticker for Huggins to complete his 96 set.
Yeah.
What
a gift! What a gift that would be.
I was looking at it, and then I saw the Steven Gerrard sticker rookie. So then I was like, well, I don't really want to. I'm not going to delve into stickers anymore, probably. but I'll look for a rookie Steven Gerrard card. I found he's almost got like a rookie Premier League card and a rookie Champions League card.
Yeah.
The rookie Champions League card is out for delivery. That'll be with me next week. And I'm also looking at there's a variety of different rookie Premier League cards. Some are really high priced. None of them are great though. So it's one of them ones on eBay where you look at them and you go, I need to look at the quality of them. I need to make sure that I'm not, getting one that's a bit duff.
Damien.
Bit Damien, yeah. So that is where I'm looking at. I'm looking at my watch list on eBay is polluted with Gerrard cards now.
Is that that's going to be your PC? Is it going forward?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna try and get like. So I've got a question for you. When you send off your cards to get graded, how many do you send off? Like in a pack?
Well, I've only done 2 submissions. The first one was I did 5 in total. One was 6. So one was the authentication thing. So 5 to be graded, and then the latest one I've sent 2 to be graded and 3 to be authenticated.
Okay, so you send off like a handful at a time.
Yeah, exactly. But depending on who you use, like if you do it in one chunk, I think they do it cheaper, so you get a cheaper rate. But I don't think we're at the stage where we're going to be sending off 50 cards to be graded.
No, of course.
That is card money.
Yeah, in I don't know how I should ask this. How much did it cost? Or just tell us in.
What's one?
Yeah. I don't know. Emma's going to listen to this.
Yeah, about New Zealand dollars.
She knows. That's over here. It's the company I use, PCG. It's $40 for grading a sports card, which is about £20, maybe £19. And then the authentication is $25, so roughly half.
They slab it well.
Say again?
They slab it.
Yeah, they slab it, yeah.
That's included in the price.
Hold on. Bear with me. Included in the price, grade it and get the box out. Look at that. Got the nuclear codes in there as well. Hold on. For your benefit, there you go. Actually, this should be out because this kind of falls a little bit under my mail day. That is a Russell Wilson in college uniform, That's a PSA slab. And then let me find the PCG ones, So that's an AJ Barner, numbered to 10. But that's PCG, so that's the company this is one I had done, which is on the YouTube channel. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But I think the price is quite reasonable. But I think I've never personally sent anything to PSA, which is like, I would say, the most recognisable grading company. But they take, over here, you're looking at best part of a year to get back. I'm not that patient. So I just buy PSA stuff that's already graded. Then I don't have to go through that. But yeah, it's pretty smooth. I'm hoping to get my other ones back early next week. But are you thinking of getting some graded, MC?
Just like long term, I think if I get like some good Gerrard cards, they won't be going anywhere. They'll go straight into the personal collection.
But it might be worth looking if you want to get like an absolute banger, like your sort of key piece, and maybe buy that already graded. Because then it takes away that lottery as well. If you want a 10
very
then
true.
you know that's the other side of it. But then that's an addiction in itself. I think I'm addicted to sending cards off now. Absolute buzz. Like when you check the timeline every day, it tells you what process it's at. And then, I remember the day that the grades went on for the first set. I was absolutely buzzing.
Mart, now that you're into this lock stock, does it mean that you've cut back on your vinyl buying? Are you sort of putting your funds into cards over records?
It's cut back on eating. No heating, no food.
family's starving.
Yeah.
Yeah, vinyl wise, I have sort of cut back a little bit. Well, I have cut back a lot. I've sort of buy the odd one here and there, but I've definitely buying a lot less than I did.
Because
as a result,
yeah.
Or
I think the cards is taking the forefront at the moment, but I still love vinyl, and my collection will still grow. Like obviously Mars Kane coming up, and then obviously the Oasis anniversary editions. I've been buying a couple of them, and then when we go, obviously they've got some ones you can buy, some limited edition ones for the merch stands or the merch shops, pop-up shops, whatever. So I'm sure I'll be chasing some more this month. But the vinyls have definitely gone to the background a little bit at the moment.
Yeah.
That's part and parcel, though, isn't it? Like it's just when you get when it stabilises, which has been the best part of a year for me. Still hasn't, but you can then get back to
get the stabilisers on, boy.
Yeah, get back to getting some food in the cupboard.
Start eating again.
I think I've spent every budget I've had, because we get over here like the pay's up fortnightly, which is good. Every other Wednesday, game on again.
We'll refresh.
I've been needed to buy some new boxer shorts for about 3 months.
Wait till Christmas, I reckon.
They're overrated.
I know, it's unbelievable. I think I've spent everything.
You won't get any limited boxer shorts, that's for sure.
No, no, that's it. It's definitely consuming. But I tell you what, though, like when I started, obviously when we were in Seattle, get back, and then obviously when I finally picked up the card again, there was a few months left of last season. But this is definitely, I think I said this to you, Lemmers, actually. You obviously being really focused on Seahawks and that, and you get to learn the roster and stuff like that. But this has definitely given me an incredible knowledge of the player base across the NFL, which is a good byproduct of it as well, which makes, being a collector going into my first season, because it's so bloody long, isn't it?
Isn't it? Because you've got a better knowledge
of
the player and what they do in their role.
Yeah.
So it'll enhance the games.
Well, this is what I think, yeah, because for that exact reason. Whereas before, because there's so many players, it's difficult anyway. But I was kind of all about Seahawks. But now I've got an interest in definitely the players that I'm collecting. I've started a Tua Tagovailoa collection as well. So I've got a keen interest in the Dolphins now.
Say Miami, yeah.
Yeah, and the Jets as well, mainly because of going over to New York, and with Jake as well, he got right into the Jets. So I kind of focused on that. So I've got a little Jets collection, so I can try and sell those.
Likes the Lions, isn't he?
Say again?
Mate likes the Lions. Detroit.
Yeah, the guy who came to my wedding from Australia, Morgan. Yeah, he's a Lions fan. But interestingly, I don't know if either of you have watched the second series of Quarterback out on Netflix. Did you watch the first one?
No. Is it good?
Oh, that's back. Yeah. No, it's really good. Yeah. But the second one I watched in a day, because I'm leading a very busy life. But they've got Jared Goff on it, Joe Burrow, and Kirk Cousins again. And Kirk Cousins, obviously, he comes across as he's a nice guy, and Jared Goff, not really heard much of him, but he seems like a really, really nice guy. But I found Joe Burrow to be quite arrogant. He's a bit of a weird character, but it is interesting. And then they had the receiver one as well. So if you've not watched it, I'd definitely give that a watch. It's quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Mail day then. Mail day. I had a quiet mail day, only receiving one card. What a card. It's a Tyler Lockett, numbered to 10. It is number 3 of 10, gold.
Very nice, Jake.
Season ticket. Yeah, going back to I've not actually bought a Tyler Lockett card, I don't think, since the start, since Seattle. But yeah, quite a nice card. So I got that this week. And then there's a local shop now in in Lower Hutt over here. I think I'm his number one customer. He's seen me 4 times this week.
Knocking at the door at 8 a.m, are you?
Yeah. I was refereeing actually in it's a little area called like Kapiti Coast. It's about 45 minutes from where I live, and I was coming back, and something went in my head, and I thought I need to get a couple of boxes of cards. So I quickly Googled the opening times, and had half an hour to spare. Managed to get down there and grabbed a couple of boxes. But he's been looking out for Seahawks. So I think I showed it earlier. That's the Russell Wilson in college uniform. So I've got a Russell Wilson collection going. Obviously, because he was the quarterback when I started watching. Absolutely love him. He's with your Giants this year, Lemony.
Something needs to change there, that's for sure.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if how long he stays as number one quarterback with Jackson Dart. They drafted, haven't they, this year? So that'll be quite interesting. But yeah, mail day was just that one card, and then shop day, a couple of boxes which you've put on YouTube. I got this obviously, and when I popped in yesterday on the way back, the guy gave me these for free. Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf out of his singles box. He said some more came in, and he let me have those. So chuffed to bits.
In there 4 times this week.
Oh no, I was
trying to get rid of you, probably.
Probably felt sorry for me. Card declined. You can have them. Just go.
Get in.
Yeah. So yeah, fairly quiet. Hoping for a busier week. I'm hoping to get these cards back on from PCG. So I'll do another video. Yeah, so fairly quiet. See what we've got on the list next.
Yeah, just a quick one. I was also on my eBay delve looking at Aaron Rodgers cards. Obviously, being a Green Bay fan. Yeah, so my watch list is also now polluted with Aaron Rodgers cards. You'll be glad to hear.
I've got something to tell you. Got something to tell you on that note.
Go on.
I've sent you a package.
Oh.
On Thursday, I think. Funny story, actually. I did not know how much it costs to send something to the UK. Oof. It probably would have been cheaper for me to just go online and order you some packs of cards.
Send me the invoice sheet.
But when you've packaged it up and you've filled out the customs form and you get to the till, it's too late, isn't it? It's too late. I couldn't go. Oh no, leave it. So I sent one to my little nephew as well with a load of cards in, and that weighed 1 kilo. Cost me a fortune. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That was a learning curve.
Much appreciated.
And it will be the last package you ever receive from me. That. So enjoy it, and I think there is an Aaron Rodgers card in there. So enjoy. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I've also got something else coming next week in Mail Day. Something a bit different. I saw a guy on TikTok open it's like a mystery pack. Have you seen these?
Yeah.
So a card shop will have obviously like hundreds and thousands of cards or whatever, and they'll put.
Sounds like he's seen you come in, this guy.
Yeah, probably.
A mystery pack, yeah.
Yeah, 10 base cards for a tenner. So yeah, I've got that coming from a guy that on eBay that does mystery packs. So I'll film that. It's a bit different because obviously it's come from a seller rather than buying from like a shop, if that makes sense. So I've watched quite a lot of videos of his being like unboxed or unpacked. Yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, hopefully I pull something really good, but could be a dud. Could be another Damien Duff.
Yeah, that sounds like when I used to go clubbing on a Monday night when I was young. Yeah.
Down Honey Club on a Monday.
Could have pulled something good, yeah. It's always a dud. Can I say that?
Another lawsuit, brilliant. Move on.
Lem, I've got a question for you. So we've seen your Star Wars cards and talked about the tickets, but on the quiet, I've been putting. If I get them, I put a few Giants cards to one side in the hope that you could be tempted in to some degree. What's your?
Well, it's interesting because a few trips to Sainsbury's this week, and
Here we go.
I wanted to get a magazine. Suede were on the cover of Mojo this week,
Yeah,
and funnily enough, the stickers are in the magazine area.
yeah.
So I stopped, picked them up, had a look. I'm still buy a lot of records. So the thought of getting into this, and for me, I wouldn't know. Obviously, like you, I'm a massive Liverpool fan. What to do? I wouldn't just want other clubs, or if it was NFL, it would have to be the. So if I was to get into it, it would only be for Liverpool or the Giants.
Yeah.
I would have interest in having any other, any other football, or even footballers that I respect in other teams.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't see the point in owning it. It would only specifically be for Liverpool or the Giants.
That's like me for football. I hate saying this, but to clarify, soccer, football, I don't want I mean, what's this? Look, this came in a pack the other day. Mickey van der Ven. I don't want it. It's a lovely card. I don't want it. It's a shame. And I got a Garnacho. I can't think of anyone worse to have him burn it. Yeah, I'll get it on the log burner, kindling. But yeah, I'm the same. I realise now if there's any Man U fans that have been supporting this podcast, I do apologise. But
felt that one as well.
but NFL for me is a little bit different. Like there are other players like Tua Tagovailoa, he's one, Jets and stuff like that. I like to collect those. It's a little bit different, but yeah, like football, I'm 100%. I'm not massively into the football side of it. I've got a few nice. I've got quite a few Alisson Becker cards actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a few Mo Salah's got this. Luis Diaz there, quite a nice card, and then a base Diogo Jota.
I pulled a Diogo Jota actually.
Yeah, got a few of those, but yeah, like Liverpool for me. But
yeah, that one came in.
Lemmy, Mart. Oh, nice. Yeah. Have a little chat amongst yourselves for a second, because I want to show you something, Lemmy. But I've got to find it, so I'll be back in a minute. You crack on.
Yeah, same.
I could be tempted, but it's I don't know. I just whether I'm past it now.
It's quite a minefield, isn't it? To be fair, so
I love watching, and yours, but I mean Coombsy's enthusiasm for it is brilliant.
Yeah.
And all his interest and his unboxing, and he's just like a kid in a sweet shop, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm back. Yeah. I couldn't find exactly what I wanted, but just a little example for you. See if you can get tempted in. I know he's gone now. Probably not the best start, but a Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
New York Giants. And then we've got a couple of red, white and blues. Golden Tate.
Dangling the carrots of temptation.
I am. And when I come...
So,
say again?
What will you do with those cards?
What will you give to you? These will be coming with me in November, and these are, as MC said, I'm going to dangle the carrot.
Yeah, but be very tempting.
Yeah, like, do you mean generally? What do I do with the card? Did you say what I do with them?
So you're just going to use that to trade. So the other stuff that you've got in your collection that you don't want, other teams.
Generally. Yeah. The dream would be to have pretty much all Seahawks. And then everything else is on the table if the right card comes along. But I've got some free. So when you go into the breaks, you get a few big cards, and then you can trade them, and you can get cards that ordinarily you couldn't justify paying the money for. So that's the reason.
Shows and stuff.
I've done one, yeah, but over here it's not like America.
Don't you just get a little stand and you just people come
sit in
and
the
pick
garden? Yeah, no, you do. Yeah, so I went to one in Wellington. That was my first card show, but I had a game for the women's coaching, obviously not playing. So I was only there for an hour, but it was an interesting experience, though. And I was listening to a podcast this week from, like, I think it's like a well-established, I can't remember the name of it, American one. And they were talking about the national card show in America, which is next week, I think, or this week coming. And they were describing it as when you walk into the hall and you just see the cards and the thing, it's like, I don't know, anything I can describe is what they were saying. It's like, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's like bloody walking into Toys R Us when you were 5 years old, and you got an open checkbook. But yeah, like so that's definitely on the list. So when we're looking at what's annoying though, if it's this time every year, because the first thing I thought then was we'll tie this into a game. We'll go to a, but we might have to do that a normal card show. And pick up a couple of games. But yeah, we did the one. I did the one in Wellington. I was there for about an hour. Picked up a couple of cards and some sealed boxes that I couldn't afford. Emma went mad. But yeah, it was a good vibe. So I'm looking forward to that. Will be back again next year. There is one in Auckland actually that's coming up in a few months, I think, but I don't think I'll have any money for it, mate, because I haven't got the ability to stop to put some money aside to go to the card show. So, but got to do one in the States at some stage. We're talking about Germany, Mart, aren't we?
That's right. Yeah. Potentially,
they love a sports card over there.
Yeah.
Well, you could try and buy that in with the. There's an NFL game, isn't there?
Yes, that's true. Oh, that's worth looking into, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Seahawks are over there a few years ago in Munich. Got done by the Bucks.
In Munich this year.
Yeah. Who's there, sorry?
I'm not sure who's there, but I think it's in Munich again.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have a look at that.
100%.
That'll be interesting. I think then we'd plan to speak about the addiction side of it, but I think we might want to move that to the time's flown on this podcast, isn't it?
As time flies, we'll move it on to another episode.
Yeah, it's been a good one. But I think we've got it's my quiz, isn't it?
Yep. Have you prepared it?
That's awkward. That is awkward.
Why? You haven't got any questions?
No, I forgot.
Well, you said mine was a shit show last week, but at least it turned up with 5 questions.
It was a shit show, wasn't it? That is embarrassing. I was just looking at the agenda as we're talking. I'm thinking, we've got the quiz coming up. Looked at it. It says BC's quiz. Make something up.
That's all right. I've got something that will help you out.
10 questions next week.
Oh, here we go. Now you're talking.
Thank you to Jane at Morrison's for serving me for these. Top class hanger pack. 40 cards inside. So
bloody hell.
What I do is I do 10 each, shall I? And then save the rest for next week.
Yeah, do it.
All right. 40 cards, including
more carrots to be dangled to get Lemmers into the game.
Including one hollow giant. Oh, hang on. Right, so we've got
individually packed.
Got 5 packs and a hollow giant card.
Nice.
So I'll do a pack each, shall I?
Yeah, I'll take the hollow giant.
Yeah, that hollow giant's I'm not sending it to New Zealand, boy. Don't worry about that. 8 cards inside. I'll do this one first. Who wants the first pack then?
Got to be Lemmers. Got to be the guest.
Guest first. Let's see what we've got for you, Lemmers.
Okay. I want to see you next week for Oasis.
Yeah, I'll bring them along. You started with Mudrick, who is currently under investigation, isn't he?
Yeah, great. Put that with your Gary Glitter ticket.
Yeah, isn't he? He's under investigation for is it performance enhancing drugs or something like that?
Yeah, I think actually, yeah. I forgot about him. To be fair,
Yeah, no good.
He's
Next,
pulling out the Adrian Mutu next.
Dean Henderson Masterclass, FA Cup winner.
Nah, leave that.
Obviously Palace, but it's a nice card.
Put that one back.
We've then got a Bournemouth Magic mix. So we've got Arujo and Senesi.
It's going downhill.
We move on. All right, next one we've got. This is a nice card. Starboy himself, Bukayo Saka, Impact. Nice card.
Nice.
They are really nice. I know obviously you said that they're really nice to to touch or to hold. They really are.
Right. Good quality, aren't they?
Calvin Bassey, Max Power. That's a lovely card. Ex-Rangers, absolute beast at the back. We've then got one of my namesakes, Andreas Pereira.
Nice.
Fantasy player a couple of seasons ago. He was on fire. We've then got Elliot Anderson, Nottingham Forest. And last but not least, Jacob Ramsey of Aston Villa. So
what a shit show that.
Sorry, Lem, there's no Liverpool players. I mean, pick of the bunch, got to be the Max Power, Calvin Bassey, Impact Saka. I like the Dean Henderson Masterclass, but obviously the Palace.
You watch this next pack, will be polluted with Liverpool players.
Yeah. All right, BC, let's have a look what we got here then.
Keep it on camera, boy. I don't want to see Bassey making his way into that pack.
I think Dom got this on, didn't he? Alex Moreno. I think you got that last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you've got a lovely Jorginho Masterclass. Do you like Jorginho? He's left now, hasn't he? He's gone to Flamengo, I think.
Has he?
Yeah.
Take that card with him.
Take this card if you want. Joe Aribo and Flynn Downs at Southampton. Magic Mix. Now in the Championship.
I think we need to get another product.
All right. Chris Wood. There we go. Impact. What a season he had.
Yeah. Take that. We'll take a Chris Wood.
Scored some goals last
season. Save that.
Here we go. Here's one for you. Max Power Delit. I mean, does he have max power? Because United finished 15th and...
minimum power.
Yeah. Minimum power.
Yuri Tillemans of Aston Villa there.
Yep.
You've then
Not
got...
for me.
You've then got what I can describe... This is the description of this player, in my opinion. The best Sunday League, Premier League player. Ipswich Town's Sam Morsey.
Sam Morsey?
If you've ever watched Ipswich play, he is like the epitome of a central midfielder for a Sunday League team. That's my opinion. Sorry to all the Ipswich fans. Probably haven't got any. And then one for H.
Is that a Van Hecker?
That's a Van Hecker.
It's always a Van Hecker. There's no one else.
That's it. I will open this just for purposes of the pod, but this will hopefully stay with me. I mean, could have been a prize for the quiz winner, but we all know what happened there, don't we? Oh God.
No.
Yuri Tillemans.
Oh, that's poor.
It's a lovely card.
That's poor.
But it's no good. Hollow Giant. So,
what a horrible way to end such a good podcast.
Do you want Lemmers? I would say, do you want the cards? Because I'll bring them to Oasis just in case. You take them or leave them. BC.
Words have failed him.
So yeah, underwhelming packs of cards, but really nice cards in themselves.
Yep. Good. So, on that note, what we got left? I think that's it, isn't it?
That's it.
This is our. Looking at the time, this is officially our longest podcast.
Who's your special guest this week?
Say again.
Who's your special guest next week?
Not announced yet. There's a couple in the running. Negotiations are underway.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interest fitting people in, which has actually been it's been amazing, to be fair. Like, I've had people over here contact me saying that they want to come on, which is really cool. We've definitely got to do that in the next few, I think. Get someone from over here on will be good.
Yeah, definitely. It's also really nice to have, because when we started the podcast, we were like, just had the idea of it being just me and you, just just chatting away nonsense about cars and whatnot. So it's really nice that all of them, apart from the first one, we've had people on that are really close to us that have shared their stories. So yeah, we're really grateful that that's helped the episodes be a bit more interesting, I guess.
And someone who has expressed an interest is none other than your brother, Scott Curry.
Yep, Scott Curry has expressed interest. That'll be a really good one, because obviously we'll be able to relay us growing up together and what we collected.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that. That'll be a really good insight, because obviously he's 4 years older than me, so he was always the one probably buying the stickers at the shop. So yeah, we'll get onto that.
Nicking yours as well.
I mean, I hope not. Don't remember that happening, but who knows?
All will
be revealed.
All will be revealed, yeah. Lads, I think that's it. Last thing to say, Lemmers, regards to your family.
Thank you very much.
Mart,
and to you.
Family BC.
What a guest. Thanks for being the on the longest podcast. It's been a pleasure.
Sure.
And
thanks for the invite.
Looking forward to seeing those Star Wars cards actually in person, if that's okay. When I'm over, and these bad boys will be making their way over to you.
Nice one, Lemmers. Thanks a lot, mate.
Cheers, boys.
See ya.
Bye.
Cheers.